Probably not.
Jensen! Oh, good. I'm glad I caught you. Remember that bombing you were in?
Are you trying to be funny?
No. What am I saying? Of course you do. I am seriously out of shape. I just sprinted the whole way here, and,
Try and get to the point.
Right. You know the corrupted footage from the train station? The distorted images that pointed us in the direction of Ark?
What about it?
There's a woman who works at Ruzicka Station. Apparently, she's been trying to get in touch with Interpol. She says she has info on the security footage and wants to meet someone about it.
Seems like something we should have known.
This woman, she sounded jumpy to me. If she knows who the bomber was... Jensen, something tells me you should...
Where is she?
Waiting in the back alley on Stur Street. Her name is Pavla Kilmanovic.
Alright, I'll see what she knows. Kilmanovic?
Sakra, you are augmented. I not think they send... Yes, I am. You are with Interpol, yes?
At the moment. I'm told you have information on the train station attack.
Yes. No. Maybe. I work there, at Ruzicka Station, in surveillance room. I was not there when bombs blow up. My shift did not started yet. But I am on my way, and when I hear explosions, I must go to see, to find out if my colleagues... There is so much devastation.
Go on.
A man from Tarvos arrived. Says he is investigating crime scene and I should give him access to Intellicam servers.
Tarvos? They're a private security company. They shouldn't be investigating a terrorist attack.
You are right, I know. I should not have given him access, but I not think clear. I think only of my colleagues. Later, real police show up and find data is corrupt. I know Tarvos man damaged it somehow.
What did he look like? Did you get a name?
No, he not give me one. And to tell you truth, once I see uniform, I not look closer. He looked like soldier to me. British soldier.
You're saying that because he had an accent?
Yes. How you know that?
I've been a cop a long time. How long after the explosions did this Tarvos soldier show up?
I not remember. Before police. I tell you everything I know. You must go now.
Hey, it's okay. We're just having a friendly conversation here. You're spooked about something, I can tell. But I'm not the police. Anything you say to me won't be used against you.
I thought...
It's okay. Go on.
I thought he just making a copy. For records. But then we see real police coming and he grabbed me. Give me credit chip. It is enough to help many victims of bombings. Many of my colleagues. But when I try to give it to them, they say no. And tell me to call Interpol.
So that's why you didn't speak up sooner. Because he bribed you.
You will arrest me now?
I told you I'm not the police. And I'm hoping you'll remember something more if I let you go.
There is no more. But I promise, I call Interpol again if I think of something. Thank you.
Chang, I spoke to Pavla Kilmanovic. Looks like someone from Tarvos got access to Ruzicka's Intellicam servers before the police.
Tarvos? What? You think they corrupted it? Why? Why would they do that, Jensen? I mean, I can't just call up Mr. Tarvos and ask, you know?
Leave the asking to me. They have a regional office in Prague, right?
Yeah, at Terminal Station. You need to take the metro to get there.
I'll let you know what I find out.
Oh, wait, Jensen. Terminal Station is on lockdown. Reports for why haven't come in yet, but let me work my magic. There. Just gave you access to a train. You should be able to get there with no problem now.
Hey, how did you get through the lockdown? No trains are supposed to stop here.
I'm with Interpol. I need to speak with someone in the Tarvos offices.
Well, I'm sorry, but there's a bomb scare going on outside. My lieutenant gave me strict orders not to let anyone through. You'll have to turn around or wait it out. Either way, I have a post to maintain.
Nice work with the train, Chang, but we got another problem. The lockdown here is due to a bomb scare. I can't get into Tarvos until it's resolved.
There is another way. I've been to that office before. They're in the middle of building an access area connected to the station. But if you use it...
I'll be breaking into the offices of a security company. Think they'll thank me for identifying flaws in their defenses?
Yeah, probably not. Especially if they're trying to cover up any involvement with ARC.
I'll reconnect when I've reached their command center. Jensen out.
Služební hlášení. Metro bylo z bezpečnostních důvodů uzavřeno. Postupujte prosím podle evakuačních pokynů. Studníků závozu. Za komplikace se hluboce omlouvám.
Where's Longworth?
Up in the booth.
Služební hlášení. Metro bylo z bezpečnostních důvodů uzavřeno. Postupujte prosím podle...
These sodding Renos are taking forever. And this lockdown is just another excuse, isn't it?
That's what you're complaining about. What about being ordered to gut the lift without the man upstairs authorizing key cards for us to use the bloody thing? Is this a sign of things to expect from the LT?
The lift was put in primarily for execs, and last I checked, you ain't one. Besides, LT's not so bad. I'd much rather a decision maker.
Access granted. Yes, yes, I'm coming.
Yeah, you know... I was talking about some serious shit. So let's keep going. Now that Seraph Industries has gone bankrupt and been summarily taken over by Not that we can control what these groups do, but we're currently just standing by while that complete biofuel company becomes a monopoly as it
General message. Due to the security lockdown, all interviews for today have been cancelled.
Exactly what I said. Murder. Murder that we are still paying for both emotionally and practically today. Now the tech loonies and the neuropadope dealers are basically one and the same. And
So, how's the range of movement?
Brilliant. I love it, mate. The motors feel much better than the last ones.
They should. The suit's balance was completely reconfigured, and they tweaked the hand controls. Have a go around, won't you? Let's test mobility next.
Picked up something.
Know what he did when he was in there. We're soldiers. We don't need an explanation. If we get into trouble, we'll just say the orders came from up high, which they did.
I'm not sure we were just following orders for hold up in court.
Trust me, we'll be fine.
Schedule update. The post-mortem of last week's operations in the Palisade Lake has been postponed until next week.
Are scrambling to contain the outbreak, even as work begins to take the city. As pharmaceutical giant personalized...
Jane, I'm at the command center.
Good timing. Miss Kilmanovic called again. Said the Tarvos officer had a high-tech device on him. The kind you'd need a request email and the lieutenant's blessing to use.
That means an order may have come from the top. I'll see what I can find out in the lieutenant's office.
His name's Whitaker, and if I'm right, his office will be up on the mezzanine.
Men, this is Lieutenant Whitaker. These are trying times. In the streets outside, local police are investigating something that may turn out to be a terrorist bomb. I expect everyone at their best during this lockdown. This means total commitment to Tarvos. To your fellow officers. And me. That is all. Carry on.
What these journalists overlook, however, is the damage these hackers leave in their wake. Last year, Collective shut down London's traffic roads, causing gridlock for hours, and preventing life-saving medical transports from getting through. In Chile,
Wide pattern noted. Confirm when you are set. Stairway cover requested. Confirmed. No. Command is still on lockdown.
I did what I could. I know. But I told you. I don't have that kind of thing. I remember too. Yes. Of course. I'm sorry, sis. I've done absolutely everything in my power to keep you.
Lieutenant Whitaker?
I have to go. Something's come up.
Who are you? How did you get into my office?
I'm with Interpol. We have reason to believe someone from Tarvos Security Services tampered with evidence at Ruzicka Station shortly after the terrorist attack occurred. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Interpol? What the hell are you talking about? How dare you accuse Tarvos of collaborating with terrorists?
I'm not accusing Tarvos of anything, yet. I came in here off the record to avoid making things more complicated.
I suppose I should appreciate that. But we're in the business of protecting things, Agent. Not covering them up.
Listen, Lieutenant. You're either towing the company line, or you're hiding something. Either way, there's been a terrorist attack, and Interpol needs to get to the bottom of it. Help me do that, and I promise, if someone here was involved, I'll do everything in my power to ensure it doesn't come down the wrong way.
That's generous of you. But I've already told you, I'm not hiding anything. You can't just break in here in the middle of a lockdown situation and start pointing fingers. Now get out of here the same way you came in. Oh, and Agent, if you ever step foot in this office again without proper approval or actual evidence of wrongdoing, I'll turn you into a ghost. Do I make myself clear?
There's no need for that, Lieutenant. I didn't come here to disrespect you. I'm just following up on a lead.
Well, your lead is a dead end. It's pretty clear that Ark was behind the bombing. I can assure you that Tarvos had no connection to them. Goodbye, Agent. Get out of my office. We're done here.
Chang, I talked to Whitaker. He denies any Tarvos involvement, but I know he's hiding something.
This was a high-tech job, Jensen, and high-tech jobs leave high-tech traces. If you could find something that shows Whitaker knew what was going on...
I can get him to break. I'll see what I can dig up in the IT department.
Reminder. Due to the security lockdown, civilian visitors are not permitted in the office.
Antimicrobial-resistant strain of tuberculosis that has been spreading quickly through the Indian subcontinent. Even as work begins in San Francisco.
Wasn't worth it then, and it's not worth it now.
We used it over at the blade last week, and it was flawless. It works, it works.
Why would we use something that's dependent on Corsa 12? That's just mental. It hasn't been fully tested. How long is this going to take?
Without much perfection.
Fine.
changed location and time. It will now be later.
Safe harbor
in room
initiative, my
12.
ass. This is just a disaster waiting to happen. I mean... Brown is going to avoid all the tough questions to ensure the Human Restoration Act gets passed, while the crime syndicates lick their chops waiting to achieve... Some clotted cream on these scones right now. Ah, fuck it. What are we talking about? Oh, right. Now, I get this question a lot. Are you part of the collective? I get that one a lot. Hey, Steve? Well, I want to put this one to bed. No, I'm not a member of the collective. And no, I don't know who this mysterious Janus person is. Although
Access granted.
For her. And you know what? Let's say I was. You think I'd come and tell you shit knobs? I got enough problems as it is trying to constantly hide from the Order Lords. I'm stuck in our new underground location, codenamed Grandma's Table, which I'm assuming Steve Joe's convinced smells like 100-year-old linen and times of war. Truth is, I don't have what it takes to roll with these guys because I have a nagging inability to keep my fat mouth shut.
Chang, Whitaker may be involved in this. He ordered equipment off the record that could have been used to corrupt the footage.
He did something unofficial at Tarvos? That's huge, Jensen.
The information I found is only circumstantial, but it should be enough to shake the truth out of him. I'll contact you if he's willing to talk this time.
Get out of my office. We're done here. Didn't I tell you to leave? Who's your superior?
Shut it, Whitaker. I know the station's Intellicam footage was corrupted by a modified RDT device. And I also know you borrowed one from this office right around the time the bombs went off.
You don't quit, do you, Agent? Where's your proof?
Your IT department sent an email. Alan, the LT came to me today. Demanded I give him an RDT device reconfigured to spot corrupt digital data. Said he'd submit the paperwork later. Shall I continue, or would you like to explain now?
It's not what it looks like. I'm not a terrorist. I'm not an AUG sympathizer. And it wasn't a Tarvos mandate, or anything like that. I had to protect my sister.
Your sister? Your sister was the bomber?
No, she would never. It was her husband. Ark got to him. Brainwashed him somehow. My brother-in-law was a proud man. He was a good mechanic. But after the incident, people didn't trust dogs around machinery.
He lost his job. He and your sister would have been forced to move to Gotham City then. You sure he was a member of ARC?
Well, isn't everyone in that place? And you have to be if you want to survive. When he lost his license to work, he became bitter and resentful. ARC must have preyed on that. It's what terrorists do.
It's what somebody did. I'm just not sure it was ARC. I need his name, Lieutenant.
He's dead. But my sister isn't. You ID the bomber, and the next thing that happens is the police start tearing through Gotham City looking for her. So no, I'm not telling you his name.
Look, Whitaker, we'll get the name one way or another. If it comes from you now, willingly, I might be able to keep others from getting it too.
It's Burke. Ivan Burke. So what are you going to do now?
I get that you acted to protect your sister, and that you're worried she'll be put at risk. I'll do my best to keep names out of my report for now, but I can't guarantee they won't be needed in the future.
I see. I appreciate you giving me and my sister a chance, Agent. I'll make sure an officer is waiting at the lift. It'll take you down to the metro level.
Men, this is Lieutenant Whitaker. In the midst of our lockdown, an Interpol agent penetrated our defenses. We'll deal with the ramifications later. For now, show him to the lift so we can access the metro. Whitaker, out.
Before you go, allow me to offer you a token of my appreciation. Some whiskey, perhaps?
Chang, make sure there's a metro train available for me at Terminal Station.
Did you find out who corrupted the footage?
I did better than that. I'll fill you in on the details back at HQ.
Maintain sector.
Czech Republic to approve expansion plans for the Tennessee Bank Corporation.
All units move to waypoint. Maintain while I confirm request.
Despite an almost astronomical number of attempts.
No. Go.
We have been advised by Prague City Services that water pressure and power may be interrupted. Our backup water tanks are generated to keep our offices up and running for a minimum of 24 hours.
Hey, this is the lift that'll get you to the metro level.
Chang.
You got here quick. So let's have it, Jensen. Who's our bomber, and how the hell is Tarvos involved?
The footage was corrupted by a Tarvos officer to protect the identity of a family member.
Okay, so who was the bomber?
The bomber doesn't matter. Someone within ARC is acting against Rucker's ideals. They recruited a nobody with very few options in life to be nothing more than a pawn in all this.
Nice work, Jensen. You must have been quiet in there. Tarvos hasn't reported anything.
I like to get answers without creating new questions.